Pom-Pom, coming off the last couple of weeks, I got to say you were maybe everybody's favorite for this race.
Well, yeah, you know, like in France, in Lourdes, that was the one, you know, like the opening round and all the French crowd, that was something.
But extra pressure with that?
I would say yes, it is an exercise to deal with this extra pressure, but this is worth it because it's just so good, you know.
Yeah.
And before I always asked my family to don't come, and that was the first time I was like, I really want you to come, and this is going to be the first exercise for me to work on. You know, like every year I feel like I'm making a step, and this year the goal is for my parents to come and watch me. And honestly, when I almost crashed today, I was like, sorry, Dad, sorry.
That's funny you say that, because there's actually quite a few of you girls that have told me the same thing, and they've also going through the same steps, and then eventually it's normal.
Yeah. So it's just an extra exercise to focus on you, on what you have to do, and you know, they trust you and they know this is what makes you feel alive. So they get scared, but they understand.
But from the fans' point of view, I mean, you women have been pushing the sport for the last couple of years, like every year, just like the men, but almost more exciting in the women's, because it's almost good to see that there's not just one or two women pushing you, and that all of you were swapping splits and sectors like this whole race.
Yeah. I mean, like, this is so good to have tight racing, you know, for the sport. It's good. So obviously I would love to win by 5 seconds every race, but I think this is something like all the girls are pushing. And Cami told me this winter, like, you motivated us, and you bring us to the top. Which
and she's a hard worker, so
and she beat me today, so I was like, it's good, you know. I mean, like, everybody is working now, and you have to find the extra things to work better and to be faster. So this is cool, you know. I like when it's hard.
But I wouldn't say this was a normal day for you and a normal race for you. You had some hardship before the run and managed to still even take the start.
Yeah, I think everything started yesterday when I felt I had a really good run in quali and got second. So I was like, where can you find some second? And I felt like on track, I told the engineer, like, I feel like there is so many crocodile on track and I need to know where they are all. And once I know where they are, I can go fast. So It took me a bit of time to build. But then today I felt good. We did a few changes on the bike to make me feel more confident. And I felt really good. And then I wanted to change the line, and it was early in the morning, so the pool was a bit slippery, and you know, I was riding on the edge of the pool, and I lost the front wheel and went over the bar, and that was my the first time I would hit my head that bad, you know, like.
You had dirt on your goggles when you came by.
Yeah, I mean, like, PT was just under there, and he was like, "You okay?" And I was on the phone, and I was like really feeling bad because I felt like stressed. I got really scared, and I could see, like, I saw the stars, and for me that was the first time I would see the stars, and you know, like, that was a bad one. So I stood up, and I was on the side by about 15 minutes, and then I went down, and you know, I was just telling myself, it's okay, you know, it's nothing bad, nothing is broken. But I think I felt a bit weird, you know, and then when I came to the pit, I was like, wow, I'm really not feeling good. So I was like, well, this is, you know, concussion are not a joke, so it's not gonna happen today. You're not gonna ride because I am not gonna push if it's dangerous. So
what changed then?
I got checked by the doctors, and then the physio did also.
Whose doctors?
We have a doctor in.
Is it common sales doctors?
Yeah, we have a.
Because I'm concerned, Deprella also got checked by the doctors.
Yeah.
And maybe you need, like, external doctors. You know what I mean?
Well, he really tells us that he don't care about the race.
He's a doctor.
It's just a French Ski Federation doctor,
okay.
And we are happy to have one that knows what sport is. So he's happy to help us, and so we did a
concussion protocol.
Yeah. And I also did them with a physio we had, and she did some formation about this, Caroline. So it was, the deal was I didn't lose anything and I just had a headache, so I went to bed. I skipped training, and the doctor said the test is going to be when you warm up, you know, if you feel really a sign when you warm up.
Okay.
So when you exercise,
Get your heart rate up.
really, if you have just one sign, you don't race. And when I had this consistent headache, so I'm like, well, today I did I have to admit, I did something a bit that is not in my value, because, but then I was like not feeling bad enough for not racing.
Yeah.
So I did my race run, and I did push a bit too hard on some parts, and then I almost lost the front wheel.
Yeah, we saw that one in the live feed.
Oh my God.
That was a good save.
Yeah, so when I saved this one, I straight away told myself, hey, you are not gonna race your race. This is the second time you almost went over the bar, so stop now. Go to the finish and just go to the finish and mark some points. So I was really happy to get second, and I didn't play it really safe, but
your poor parents, their first race.
And so all this was my parents. So before the race, I text my mom and I said, hey mom, I crashed this morning, but don't worry, I did a big nap and I got on my lines and I'm just gonna have fun. It's gonna be fun.
Anyway.
Well,
you have
we need
no
to...
champagne for you tonight.
No, yeah.
Not for a second anyway.
It's just like, I'm not just gonna rest my head, and I'm really happy for Amaury though. Yeah. Really happy.
And I heard you told me he also yesterday he injured his ankle.
Yeah, yesterday he unclips in the last berm, and we were all like, Amaury, you never unclips. This is the first time we see you taking your foot out. Like, how come? And then he unclips and he jumps the last drop without being clips, and he snapped his foot and his ankle.
Almost like Rachel in
exactly.
Yeah.
So yesterday it was like he stayed an hour on this table with his coach, and he was like just so desperate. Then he came to the house with the physio, and I was like, how do you feel? And he was like, why this is happening to me? And then also Max told him, you know, an injured animal is a dangerous animal.
Hey, Max can't make decisions if you guys should race.
Well,
come on.
Today.
He's right, but you know.
Today, and so Amaury got really good treatment from Caroline. You know, this is a league where we bring the sport, you know, like he...
But do you think, because you remember maybe 5 years ago, you could do like 90% run, and that's kind of what you had to do in downhill?
Yeah.
And everyone, you included, and all the guys, like, do you feel safe, or you feel safe at the speed you're going, or do you think the sport is getting like, can we make the sport safe at the speed, or I mean, at the end of the day, it's your decision. You're the pilot.
Yeah. I mean, like I was really happy to see that the organization taped the track quite tight compared to what it used to be.
Yeah.
That was good to see this taping, but I mean, like, it is dangerous, and I'm glad I'm not the man. I think we are going a bit slower.
No, you girls are all pushing the level too. All right.
All good.
That's a long chat.